This is John with Go Mobile, and today we're going to replace a refrigerator. Should say refrigerator. We're going to replace a radiator. Way up there. We'll see how this goes. Well, hello, this is John. Hey, I finally got back to that Curry refrigerator unit on the truck, and let me tell you, getting a radiator out of one of those, there's a little bit to it. The biggest problem is you have to be on a ladder for everything. Everything's up in the air, about 12 foot in the air, and it's a pain in the butt. Every time you have to come down, grab a different set of tools. Luckily enough, majority of it's 10mm. But let me tell you, it is a battle up and down. Get up there, get to all the bolts, and there's a ton of them. A ton of bolts. The only thing I could say that I think this unit's going to be just fine is I got the radiator out, I got the cage built or bent back to almost shape. Now I got the evaporator to bend back, so I'm gonna have to try to put some quarter power jacks up in there really softly and some boards hopefully, and bend that back. Then once I get that bent back, hopefully I can slide a new radiator in. There's aluminum shield that belts off of it. And as you can see, I got the sun hat on. That's because it's 102 degrees out today. It's about 1 o'clock in the evening, and I'm by an irrigated cornfield, which if anyone's ever been here around this kind of stuff, also on top of the fact the humidity before you get to the cornfield is 62%. So anyone watching this that's like in Florida, Alabama, Georgia, is going to realize how uncomfortable this is. But what we're going to do is we're going to lift this Curry up right here that's been ripped off this trailer. We're going to lift it up and drag it out of here without hitting those power lines up there. Get it lifted up, drug out, set it on the ground. We're going to go ahead and pull the radiator out of here and all the extra brackets and bull stuff that goes with this, so we can get it all cleared up to get the one up there rebuilt. And I didn't show you much on that one because it was 98 degrees that day, and the roof is steel and reflective, and I was hot, I was burning myself, and I just didn't have the proper stuff on me to have the camera attached to my head or my arms to see what was going on. But what we're going to do is I'm going to film some of this so you guys can kind of see what's entitled to taking one of these things apart. So for a reference, don't run into them. They're not designed to be worked on constantly. They're not engineered for that. They're a pain in the butt to take apart. There's 100 different pieces for them, and if they're still attached to the truck, they're 12.5 feet in the air. So be gentle with them. Check the oil, check the coolant. Don't run stuff into them. Okay, on that notion, I'm gonna get the truck set up.
The radiator out, you do not have to remove this plastic, but this plastic, you may see it's got cracked here, is actually in better shape than the other one, so we're just going to go ahead and remove it, just to get it out of the way, just to open it up, give me a little bit more room, just so I can get in there and get to the radiator, but normally doing a radiator, you do not have to do that. Now with this, you're going to use a lot of 10mm, so make sure you have a good 10mm, possibly good
electric impact or electric drive or something in that nature. We're almost to the radiator. We got the fans out, got the plastics off. Got majority of the bolts up there broke loose. There she is right there. That little guy right there is what I need. She goes from here all the way over to there. Now there's the diesel motor. Majority of the ones on the top. Put the radiator out. I didn't do any fast forward really on this. The cameras are overheating today, which is understandable. And I'm working in direct sunlight, so that doesn't hurt. But as you can see, right up in there, where there used to be a radiator. I got it out. But there we go. There's what a good radiator looks like. What a bad radiator looks like. Once again, people, that's what I'm saying. These plastic tanks ain't worth a darn. As you can tell, That radiator goes up in there, way up there. Now, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's up there as a ways. So on that notion, 150 out go. So on that notion, thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe and stay cool.